Miller Lite beer, great beer, good call. 15 years his elder is Randy Couture. Vitor Belfort is 25 years old. Vitor can throw him though, and as Randy has admitted, hand speed is an advantage that Vitor possesses in this fight. Our tale of the tape brought to you by Miller Lite. For the official introductions of tonight's main event of the evening, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this UFC championship bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, with commissioners Dr. Tony Alamo, Skip Avancino, Joe Brown, and Dr. Flip Homansky. Executive Director Mark Ratner and Chairman John Bailey. Our judges at Octagon side are Dr. Nelson Hamilton, Marcos Rosales, and Cecil Peoples. Our doctor at Octagon side is Dr. Margaret Goodman, and when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Big John McCarthy. This event is sponsored by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling Miller beer. Good call. And now, live from the sold-out event center here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, it's time for the main event of the evening. This fight is 5 rounds for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the fighter standing to my left. This UFC warrior is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu and boxing expert who holds a mixed martial arts record of 11 wins with 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, please welcome the Phenom, Vitor Belfort! And now, introducing the champion, standing to my right. This man is a world-class Greco-Roman wrestler and mixed martial arts fighter. He holds a mixed martial arts record of 12 wins with 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of Gresham, Oregon, this UFC warrior is the only fighter to move down in weight to capture a UFC championship title in a different weight class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former 2-time UFC heavyweight champion and the current undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Randy the Natural Couture.
Prior to fight number 1, Randy had spent 3 weeks with a boxing coach.
I've been giving you instructions in the locker room. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands. Do you have any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Fight clean, fight hard, fight fair. Good luck.
Here we go.
Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be interesting to see what Randy does first. I think Randy has to immediately try and get him to the ground. If he tries to punch with him, he's fighting the wrong game.
Vitor looks remarkably relaxed and composed, very unlike him. He usually looks very nervous and excited before a fight. He looks so calm right now.
Don't forget, Eddie Bravo will score our fight along with our fans at home and those logged on at UFC.tv. Here we go. Light heavyweight championship is underway. He's going to want to close the distance, as you gentlemen pointed out in our keys.
He doesn't want to back up. He needs to circle, press him, throws a couple jabs. Right there, he should have been punching.
That's what he wants right there.
Yeah, if he can do this and he can keep on his feet for a while, more of a chance to
Randy's wincing like something
Randy
happened.
is wincing
like
big
something
time.
happened in his eye.
That is, Randy might have got poked in the eye there. Randy is wincing in pain.
That's not good, because if Vitor sees a weakness, that's confidence. And when Vitor builds confidence, it's trouble.
Yeah, Randy looks like there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah. Did he tweak a knee or something? They're going to call a timeout.
Back to your corner, back to your corner.
And John McCarthy's going to check it out.
First punch, something happened.
First punch, he said something happened. You know, let's take a look at the replay.
Looks like he got a finger in the eye.
You know what? That's one of the unfortunate side effects of these gloves.
Right there, just clipped his eye.
Just clipped his eye. I hope he's okay.
Oh no.
Well, I will say this.
You gotta be kidding me. They're gonna stop the fight?
They've got to stop the fight.
Oh my God.
They have stopped the fight.
You gotta be kidding me. Wow. What a huge letdown. His eye's really bad. Wow.
Well, I will say this, that Vitor did look confident. And from what I've seen in there, when he was throwing his punches, he pushed him against the fence. He looked pretty confident. I think that would have been a great fight. And hopefully we could put this together quickly again. Maybe somewhere it has to happen again quickly. That's just a shame.
There's no question that it will.
Yeah, let's hope
and you know
Randy
what? And Vitor doesn't want it like this. There's no question Vitor doesn't want it like this, Ken.
Let's take a look at the punch that caused the damage. It looks like it just grazed his eyeball.
It's like a little finger that came across his face, clipped his eye, because it didn't hit him. So it must have been a part of his finger coming out of there, caught him in the eye.
Tough to see it from that angle.
Yes,
Randy's still trying to talk to the doctors, Dr. Margaret
It looks
Goodman.
like it just grazed the eye. It could have easily been the glove. It just barely touched it. Sometimes a grazing punch can cut you a lot better than a punch that slams you straight on.
Yeah. This right here is...
You're going to get a clear look at it here. That left hand, yep, just grazed his eye. Wasn't a finger, it was a punch, but...
Man, that's a shame.
Oh, look at Randy, can't even open his eye. Now let's hope that he doesn't suffer permanent damage from this. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate the fight was stopped, but let's hope Randy's eye's okay.
Man, that's, you know, these things happen, man, and when they do, they just tear your heart out.
Okay. What a huge disappointment to train for months for this and to have it all be ended by a grazing punch.
And you know, it's especially for Randy and Vitor too. It's kind of an empty feeling.
There's no question, Ken. You know what? I sit here as a fan, as you are, a Hall of Famer and a fan as well,
yes.
and I've got an empty feeling in my heart. And as I said before, Vitor doesn't want it like this.
No,
you
he
know
doesn't.
this will happen again.
And you know, all the things that Vitor went through to get to this fight with his sister, and the things that Randy had to sacrifice with his kids and his family to get prepared for this fight. And then for this to happen, you know, for both of them, although it's a little more satisfying for Vitor with the things that he's been through, and the pressure has gone off of him now, but, you know, it's not a fulfilling feeling for him. And for Randy, definitely, he's going to leave with an empty heart, and it's just a shame. But, you know what, this is the things that happen.
Well, you know what, as you could see from the shot a moment ago, Vitor, this is not a man celebrating. And you know what, Vitor has a great belief in the man upstairs. He's got a great belief in God, and perhaps this is just the big man's way of saying, maybe, with everything going on in Vitor's mind and heart right now, maybe this fight just needs to happen another time. A corneal abrasion has stopped the fight. Vitor Belfort and Randy Couture. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a punch, there was a very dangerous cut on the lower eyelid that was torn into the eye. On the doctor's recommendation, referee Big John McCarthy has put a stop to this contest, declaring the winner and new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Phenom, Vitor Belfort.
Well, what was such a truly exciting and inspiring night ends in a bit of disbelief. A corneal abrasion. And you know what, Ken, you've been in plenty of these competitions. As the doctor examined the eye, if all of a sudden he can't see out of the left side, then he can't block a punch with his peripheral vision. You cannot put our competitors in danger.
Well, let me tell you, when I had a fight with Tito Ortiz, I had a cut over my eye, and that wasn't dangerous, but the blood running down into my eye, I couldn't see. So understand what's happening with Randy Couture with that cut in the eye. I mean, you're blinded on one side. You can't see him coming. That's very, very dangerous for a fighter. So, you know, they have to stop it. Unfortunately, it's not one of those things that you can just let go.
Yep, and the Dr. Goodman of the Nevada Athletic Commission doing a great job making a call, because heaven forbid something should ever happen in a derogatory or dangerous fashion to one of our fighters. This is a great competition. It's hand-to-hand combat, but at the very end, it is about the safety of our fighters, and it's a great decision that has been made. Joe Rogan with our new light heavyweight champion.
I'm here with the new light heavyweight champion, Vitor Belfort. Vitor, first of all, congratulations. Now, I know you didn't want to win that fight that way, and I know right now it's got to be very difficult for you to celebrate with all that's going on in your life.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank God, Jesus, who brought me here. All these things I went to my life, my personal life, the glory go all to Jesus. And I know it's kind of hard to celebrate. You know, it's a cut. Randy, it wasn't his fault and it wasn't my fault. It's happened, it's fighting. I feel so bad for winning the fight, that situation too, that happened. I know all the crowd, all the viewers didn't like the fight, but I was here prepared for the 5 rounds. I trained hard, you know I didn't expect to win that way. I love Randy. Randy is such a good fighter, such a good champion, and I feel bad just this happened in the fight. I didn't want to hurt him and nobody. I just want to come here, do my best. But I want to thank all my trainers, Leonardo, my wife, Ulysses, my mom, my father, and I want to dedicate this fight for my sister and for my wife. I just got married, and I know it wasn't that way. I didn't want to win the fight that way.
Well, we know you didn't do it. It's not your purpose to do that, and just one of the things that happens when people fight. Congratulations, and look, there's always another rematch. You could always have an actual fight.
He deserves it. Randy's still a champion for me. He always will be a champion. And I didn't want to win the fight in this situation, but it's happened.
Things happen, and now you're the champion, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mike.